Hello, I'm Nina and we are going to bake our sourdough bread. In fact, not baking it, but we are going to knead it for the second rise. I'm just trying to put lunch away, and as you can see, we cook potato wedges for lunch and we have leftover. We have meat and we have homemade tomato dip or homemade ketchup that we use. So the whole meal costs us about $1.04 a person, or $6.25 for 6 people. And some of my kids are still eating, so that's the leftover. The cost is based on the whole meal, but we do have leftover, so it definitely costs us less. I'm going to put my pans in the oven because the oven is still warm. When I use cast iron, I like to put it in the oven, and that's how I dry them. I don't even oil them at all. By the time we are done with the bread, they should be dry to come out. This one I put some water in it so that I can clean it up better than that. We have our sourdough rising here since this morning, and I'm going to knead it at the second time. As you can see, it's time for us to knead it again and let it rise the second time before we start baking. I'm just trying to clean up the table so that I have a surface to work with. And what I like to do is I like to put a towel down, and this one is not that wide, but I think I will use it. And then I will put my cutting board on it. We are going to get some flour. To flour our board. And I think it should be enough. Otherwise I have the flour next to me to use. We can move our dough here, and we will be ready to start. We work on it. I put it out there around 10 in the morning, and it is a little bit before 3, and I think we are ready to knead it the second time. I can just spread some flour here. And what we added, sometimes I like to spread, and I might even do that before I start. It just has to be later. Gabriel, I'm working on the sourdough, so give me a few minutes. You were playing when you're supposed to eat.
I was eating. Then I went to the bathroom.
Okay. So what I like to do is, that's the cast iron that I'm going to use to bake the bread. So I'll put some cornmeal inside of it. I'll just spread it around. And then I'll add some flour. You don't have to use cornmeal if you don't have it on hand. Well, you just have to use a lot of flour, or enough flour to just cover the bottom. That will help the bread not to stick to the pan. And that's all I need the cornmeal for. Now that we have our pan ready, we can put it on this side and work with the dough. You see how thick it is? You can just get everything out of the pan, out of the bowl. And I think I'll need more flour that I have on hand. So I might get a little bit more before I didn't get my hand dirty. And pretty much what I'm going to do is, let me pour enough flour here between on my fingers, and I'm just going to pull it out, drag it and fold it in, drag it and fold it in, drag it and fold it in. And this sourdough bread doesn't have yeast, just sourdough starter, flour, sugar, filtered water. I use 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of filtered water, 1/3 cup of sugar. Mix it all together, knead it for a few, probably a minute or two, and let it rise from 10 a.m. to 2:45, pretty much. And I'm just going to be doing that a few more times, making sure that it's not sticking to my hand. And all the edges will go in the middle. That will help create air pockets in my bread. Sourdough bread is usually a heavy type of bread, so it helps when you can have some air pockets in it, making it a little bit light. And I don't usually overdo it. I'll just do a few times. It doesn't have to be perfect. And as you can see, just want to make sure it doesn't stick to anything. And then when I'm done, I'll just fold it in until I have a round top. have a round top. Now we can bring our pan here and move it in it. So the towel that I use to hold the camera is a little bit wet, so that way my hand. So let me make sure I have my hand floured, and then I'll just grab it like the way I was doing it before. Just pull it in, and I'll just put it in the pan. And that's that. I will cover it. What I like to use is, there is a cover that came with this. I think it's a Dutch cast iron pan, but I just like to use another cast iron pan, which works great. I'll just use it to cover it and let it rise for probably an hour or less than that. Then we'll start baking. I let it rise in the oven, so I'll get those pans out. And I'll get one piece out so that I can put my bread in the rice. And let me wash my hands. And we are going to start working on our soup. I'm going to get the ingredients for the soup, but I'm not going to start cooking just yet. We can just go get everything we are going to use in this soup. I'm going to use this part. And I'm thinking about making chicken soup. It's going to have canned chicken. I think it will help me use my canned chicken. I will get broth chicken. Here I have chicken here. I think I'm going to get something that is the hour 2018 that I can see. Yeah, well, it does not have bone in it, so I'm just going to get 2 of that. And we can be back for broth as well.
You have an apple?
Are you done eating your food?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go get apple. Make sure you wash it well, okay?
Okay.
By the way, this little pan, cast iron pan, probably, let's see how, I don't even know if that's 1 cup, probably 2 cups size. Yes, Jaden. Okay, it's a good cast iron pan to make omelets. I like to use it for omelets. So we are going to get broth. I think I'm going to use some broth here. I'm using some that 2018, 2017. I think I'll get it, and we can go in the freezer to get some vegetables. Let's see what we want to put in our soup. use zucchini. I think I have one here. Onion. Bell pepper, I think we can add it to it. And I believe I'll have some carrots. Well, I'm not seeing my carrot on hand yet, but I think we'll start from there. And so pretty much what it's going to be is I'm going to put the meat, all the vegetables, and the broth in the pan. Just simmer it for a while and we'll eat it with the bread. We have potato for lunch, and I think we are just going to have the chicken soup for dinner with our sourdough bread. So those are the ingredients that will go in our soup. The broth, the chicken,